Hello everybody, this is Joe and we're bird watching at the Bellied Sea Eagles from Sydney, Australia, home of Lady and Dad and Eaglets SE35 and SE36. You could see Mom giving 36 a drink here. I'm going to maintain that's what's happening. We're going to see it again here in a minute. I took the day off yesterday because they were eating so good and had been eating so good, but it looks like today, thus far, we are going through a food shortage. We have not had a feeding today. SE36 on the right side is really calling for it and getting some beak from Mom, which is what I call hydrating. Getting that saliva. We'll talk more about that during the next segment. Alright, that's Dad at the bottom. He stopped by for a little visit. Mom's gonna give another drink to our eaglets. Now, I researched this one time, and it's believed, I think, that they don't have saliva, that they have some type of nasal mucus, and that it does not hydrate the eaglets. This is the scientific, the official belief, I guess, that the nasal fluid, or saliva as I am and will continue to call it, the saliva does not hydrate the eaglets, and that they believe the eagles turn their head sideways so that the fluid can drain out of their beak and the eaglets don't get it. Alright, well, that's just absurd and ridiculous and a bunch of crap. That food is usually so coated in saliva, and I've seen eaglets get soaked from getting doused in it. And right now we're passing it on to the eaglets. We're getting a drink here again. But on top of that, when an eagle turns its head sideways, it's to allow the eaglet's beak to interlock with it, not to drain the fluid. I don't know how they came up with that. But it's a warm day. We still have not had a feeding today, and Mom is supplementing with some hydration here. She's not pinching their beaks or nothing. She knows what she's doing. She's letting them get what they want. But I love when I see him give the beak or give a drink. Either way you want to call it. Unfortunately, I don't like that it happens usually because there's no food. There's still plenty of time to get a food delivery. I can't believe this is happening at all, honestly. The food shortage, that is. That's what I'm gonna call it. Why is there a food shortage? I don't know. It sure is windy. It doesn't seem cold. Dad spent a good amount of time watching the kids throughout the day so far. Mom goes out and comes back. And then Dad goes out, and we just have not had any food deliveries. I'm not sure if they're doing it on purpose or whatever. You know, you could never know what the Eagles are thinking. And you hardly ever know why they do what they do. But that is our situation at the moment. .36 is really getting that beak. Like I was saying, I didn't cover yesterday, but I did watch, and they did eat good and have been. And I was just going to try to capture some nice interactions today or something, instead of the usual 10 feeding video. But then there is no feeding, so I never expected that was going to happen. We are rewinding a little bit earlier in the day. I was checking out these close-ups and I noticed this earlier. It's 36 on the bottom, 35 on the top. That eaglet is getting grumpy. The bad thing about a food shortage is it causes a food anxiety. And it'll bring out the aggression in our dominant eaglet. A lot of times it can take a couple days for the aggression to subside. Man, those airplanes are noisy. Once a food shortage occurs and an eaglet gets food anxiety, it could take multiple days for the aggression to go away, if it gets to that point. So we need some food ASAP, and once it gets to a certain point, we're going to need 2 fish. Just so 36 can have some. This is just my speculation, of course, from all of the previous situations and different nests that I've observed. Mom is now keeping the eaglets warm after their drink. It's a very, very windy day. You're going to see a gust come up here in a moment. We're still waiting for that food. Holy moly. Well, I hate to say it, but I don't think these eaglets are going to get one bite today. That is just bizarre. Some beak for SE36. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day and a good night and a good morning and sweet raptor dreams to you.